right now, currently, everything you do in the city, you work for the new Pittsburgh Courier. You have your own journalism platform, Front Page Me, / Vote TV. Get my levels right. What else we got going on? You went to school, you graduated, you do public relations. What else do you do? What's everything you do?
In a nutshell, again, my name is Paige Mitchell, also known as Front Page Me. So follow me on IG and all the social medias, guys. But to answer Nigel's question, I've just been blessed. I'm very blessed. I've worn a lot of hats within the media platform over the years, but right now I would say that I am a published author of 2 books. I have the pleasure of doing public relations for WAMO, Three Rivers Adoption Council, and I just started doing public relations with Savoy, the restaurant, the bottom floor.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I also, of course, like Nigel said, writing is my first love. Writing is what I'll do. I'll do it till I die. I did it for free for so many years. And now I stand as the field reporter with the New Pittsburgh Courier, and I'm also blessed enough to have my own website, which is called frontpageme.com.
Yeah, frontpageme.com. A little play on words. Your name's Paige.
Yeah. So that's Paige with an I, y'all. Paige with an I, but yep, Front Page Me.
Front Page Me.
So writing was one of those things that always stuck with me. So I told myself, if I'm going to do anything, I have to write because that's the only thing that naturally flows.
What teacher was it?
Mr. Calderon. His first name is Justin. I could call you Justin now, Mr. C, but yeah.
I heard his name. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I think he was
What class was that?
He taught English, and he also taught creative writing.
Okay. So, what was you into in high school?
I was into a lot of stuff. I wasn't good at it, but I was into a lot of stuff. I cheerleaded. I was a cheerleader. I did baton. I ran track because I told one of my best friends I promised her I would do it, but I was not good at it at all. And I was also homecoming queen my senior year. So I had fun in school. I had lots of fun. I took advantage of it.
And did you know you wanted to go to college right after high school?
No, N-O, capital N-O. No, I didn't.
Did you want to? Like, what'd you want? You graduated high school. What did you want to do with your life?
All I knew is that I wanted to write for real, Nigel. I told myself I'm writing for Essence. I'm writing for Jet. I was reaching out to them before I even graduated from high school. I reached out. So that's all I knew I wanted to do. Did I know how I was going to get there? No, but that was it. I kind of fell into this college thing, but I'm glad I went. Shout out to Lincoln, LU, HBCUs in the building.
Yeah. So you started going to Lincoln immediately after high school?
I graduated in 2009, and I actually transitioned straight from Penn Hills to Lincoln. So went straight out Philly.
What was your major?
I majored in communications. I was a double major in print and broadcast journalism.
Okay. To people who the field of journalism is too broad for them to understand exactly what it is, what would you say your description of journalism is, or what you could do with a journalism degree?
I don't think journalism is too broad. I would more say communications is, being as though somebody that came from the mass communications field, there's so much you could do with it. Like, a lot of people don't know that publicity and public relations and even somewhat management falls into communications. And I felt as though communications was obviously the way to go, because we got to communicate regardless what field you're in. You got to know how to articulate yourself, talk to people. It's an important and essential tool to have regardless what aspect in life you go in. So I felt as though it was important, and I'm like, look, this is the only thing I think I'm good at anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, it is broad. There's a lot of different avenues that you could go in with it. But for me specifically, I wanted to be print focused when it came to journalism. So print, of course, is the writing aspect, and then broadcast is radio, TV, so on and so forth.
Were you in any clubs in college?
Yes, I was in. I was
writing. I don't know, journalism clubs or anything outside the classroom that you did.
I did the radio. I did campus radio. We also had a campus TV station too. So I did things like that. I tried to stay heavily involved.
Beneficial?
Yes. I would say yes. Yes and no for me, because editing is not my thing. Like, the editing aspect, when you get the film and you got to edit it and make it a little cute, not for me. But I could get in front of the camera and talk if I have to. But again, I like being on the other side of it. Like, I found myself writing the script for the TV shows more than I wanted to be in front of the camera.
Mhm.
What was the one thing you learned in college, in the field of communications and journalism that you feel as though you wouldn't have learned just out here just working? Like, what's the one thing in college that it taught you? Like, wow, I'm glad I went to college because I wouldn't have learned that if I didn't. Is there anything?
Yes. I'm biased a little bit when it comes to colleges, HBCUs versus PWIs.
What was that?
PWIs. PWIs are predominantly
disease?
white
Like,
and predominantly white institutions.
Wow.
So I'm a little bit biased.
IUP.
Shout out to Point Park. We are here right now. Nothing against those places, ladies and gentlemen. Let me, clear that up. But the thing about HBCUs is just the atmosphere, and anybody that went to a black school, goes to a black school can attest to this. And HBCU is totally different, the atmosphere. So while I'm happy that I went to school, not only am I happy that I went to school, but I'm happy that I chose the HBCU because I left that school feeling prideful, feeling like I could do anything, just being a proud black African-American woman. They really gunned a lot of information to us pertaining to knowing our roots, of knowing about African-American culture. I was there when Trump got elected, so that was a big deal when I was in school. So the biggest things that I took away from Lincoln was just being proud, just being a black woman. Because in my opinion, the best classroom is life.
Yeah.
Word.
The best classroom you will ever sit in is life. So, yeah, just the experience is what I took away from school.
Word. Them HBCUs, was it cracking?
It was litty.
Hey.
It was real lit. It was super lit, y'all. It was fun. Balance. I learned that too. You got to know how to balance school and partying. Partying in school. Like HBCUs party every day, and it really goes down Thursdays to Sunday. Thursdays were Thirsty Thursdays, so it was like lit. Just the whole situation till Sunday. So you had to know that balance. You had to get that balance together, or otherwise you're gonna be all messed up.
Did you pledge or anything?
No, I didn't.
Is that did you want to, or was it just a choice?
Yeah, I did want to. But no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
What'd you want to pledge to?
I'm going to leave that information off the table. I'm going to have to plead the fifth on
The
that.
conversation was going to end soon because whatever you was going to say, I don't know. So I was like, oh, all right.
We'll just say I was going to do Divine Nine.
You was going to be a Napa. You was going to be a Napa. Okay, all right.
Oh, my gosh.
A Napa, yeah.
Yeah, my friend.
Oh, my gosh.
They did a Harlem Shake, right? It's like,
I don't know nothing about fraternities and sororities. So when you first got out of college, what was the start like towards your career in journalism? Like, did you get a job immediately? Like, what happened after college?
After college, it was that typical story of a struggling student. Like, when you first get out of school, you just have all these hype dreams like, oh, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, I'm going to take over the world. But then when you get out of college, reality hits you a little bit. And it's like, dang, like, I'm, living with my parents, working this job I really don't want to do. So that was pretty much my situation. I did the job hopping around. I worked for a tax company. Mind you, I'm horrible with math. That's not my thing. I worked for a tax company. I did home health care, doing that, being a caregiver. I did that for a while. I worked with my family business. My dad and my little brother, they sell cars. So I worked at the car dealership with them for a little bit. So I just hopped around. And after 2 years or so, maybe being out of school, I was like, okay, like I got to figure this out. I got to flip the script on this a little bit. So that's when I started reaching out to people again. And that's why I know writing is really my purpose, because I just felt so unfulfilled doing those things. I'm like, this is just not what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's when I reached back out to the Courier, because I actually interned with the Courier while I was in school. But I wanted to branch out. I thought I was going to do something different. But I'm like, let me reach back out to them. And they brought me back on board. And then it's just been a spiral ever since then.
What year in college did you start interning for the Courier?
I started interning with the Courier. It's like before I hit Lincoln's ground, I hit up the Courier and was like, listen, I'm about to go to the school. This is what I'm about to do. Can I intern? So I interned with them the summer of 2009, as soon as I got out of Penn Hills. And I interned with them all 4 years of college.
What they have you doing in the internship?
They threw me out there. They threw me into the Lions Den. They gave me work immediately. I had events to cover because that's what I specialize in. I specialize in media coverage for events and happenings happening in the city. So they just threw me out there. I was covering massive stuff, interviewing all these different people. I had like 5 stories just off rip as soon as I started. So I was getting deadlines, all that. It was just real deal. It's basically the same as it is now. It's not too much different.
Okay. And since like how's your development been with the Courier? Like what have you done? Like how have you progressed? Like some of your most proud like what's been going on with you in the Courier since? What all do you do at the Courier? I don't know what to ask you. I'm just
out there.
No, I started as an intern, and then I progressed to being a freelance writer. And then from being a freelance writer, I got promoted to being the field reporter, which was full-time staff, full-time writer. So instead of being presumed as an intern or whatever the case may be, I became the field reporter. So they just officiated my title. My workload increased. And that was pretty much it. But I had a lot of proud moments with the Courier, being able to produce stories on my family members, people that's close to me, just being able to give people that platform to have a voice and to be in the only black newspaper in the city was cool. So I like doing that.
Do you have any reporters that you like look up to, like that are, WPXI or anybody on, any channel or anything?
Yeah, my answer is yeah. Would I say reporter specifically? No. I have a couple of people that I look up to.
Just in the media.
Yeah,
in
media
general.
realm, period. Yeah. I look up to Karen Civil, Angela Yee, of course, Angie Martinez, Oprah, she's at the top of the list. Yeah, I look up to people in our city like Darius Chisholm. She was at Whammo today. Shout out to her. There's a girl working as a lead anchor now. Her name is Marlisa Goldsmith. I really admire her and what she's doing because she's young and she's doing so much at a young age. And just to see people that's my age and people that I could call my friends that's out here doing it, like Sydney Cooper, Chantel, The Shade Room. Shout out. Portia Fox.
Shout
like
out Portia.
Yeah, so all those people, just being able to see the people that's really doing what I didn't see, because there wasn't people that was young doing what people are doing now. We didn't have those people coming up. Like, I was just looking at the news for everything, like trying to see if a black girl was going to pop up on the scene. So it's like the world has changed and Pittsburgh has changed so much over that small amount of time. It's cool.
Yeah. I want to get back to this, but real quick, let's go in detail about what else you do. You also cover your own stories, Front Page Me, which is not the Courier. That's your own platform, right?
Right.
And that's your own like newspaper or like.
It's my website.
Website. Right. Okay. And just elaborate on it. Like what is Front Page Me /Vote TV?
Well, I've been writing for so long, and I've been pushing all these different brands for so long. Like, it's crazy how many media outlets and components that I have contributed to over the years. Like, I was with the Courier. I used to write with Chantel that writes with the Shade Room now for her website, Division Elite, Soul Pit Magazine, Pittsburgh Avenue West. I was with the Tribune Review at one point. I also wrote for Baller Alert, the popular gossip website. I wrote for them for a while. I wrote for Hype Hair Magazine for a little bit. So I found myself writing to so many different media outlets, and I'm like, okay, like, I feel like I'm in a space now where I can spiral into having my own platform. Like, I'm pushing so many different people. Not saying that I'm not still doing it, because I still contribute to those people and still do a lot for those people. But it's like, why not still do, bring up something for myself? So that's how frontpageme.com came about. And that's where it's like the hub for all my stuff, because my stuff gets scattered so many different places. It's like my website is where you could gather all my information, all my stories, all the media stuff I did, every event I covered. It's just all in one outlet now. So that was the idea.
When did you start Front Page Me?
I started Front Page Me. I officially launched it on my birthday. My birthday is December 3rd. So it'll be a year this upcoming birthday, December 3rd. It'll be a year that I had my website.
You having a party?
I think I'm going to do a little something.
You need to.
Yeah, a little something, a little slight work, yeah.
I'm going to get you a bottle of Douce.
I don't drink.
Oh, you don't drink?
No, I told you that
cool.
before too. But you can give me some sparkling cider or some cranberry sparkling or whatever.
It's very much more affordable.
Yeah.
Like we could do that. But what's like some of your most memorable / favorite moments with work doing Volt TV? Like interview wise, connecting with people you met, relationships you developed. Like, talk about that.
That's a hard
Let's start with
question.
interviews.
That's a hard one. Dang, Nigel. That's a hard one. One of my, all right, so an interview that stands out was one of my first interviews was when I interviewed the president of NAACP. Now, this is when I first started. She's the president of the NAACP chapter here in Pittsburgh. She recently passed away as well. But she gave it to me, y'all. Like, she's one of the things that really like sculpted me into knowing how to be more professional, knowing how to speak, articulate, professionalism, all that stuff, because she was on my case. So I would say that interview stood out to me the most. One of my favorite interviews. That's so hard. That is so hard, y'all. Dang.
I see you was in DC like last week. Was that last week?
Yeah. Yep. I had fun out there too. That was fun. Dang, I don't know. We're going to have to. I love all my interviews. Like, no matter what spectrum it is.
Real quick, just give me what you did in DC. What did you do in DC last week?
I went to DC to cover the 5th annual Naturalista Hair Show. It was in Silver Spring, Maryland. It was a super dope show. It was super nice. Like, it gave me like Essence Festival vibes. Like, there was like massive stuff to do. They had salsa class. They had grooming lounges for men and women. They had speed dating. They had a men's panel. They had a blogger panel. They had celebrities in the building. They had free professional photographers there taking our pictures, flicking it up. It was just really cute, and I just really, really liked it. And I got to interview Derek Jackson, and I also got to interview Watch Jazzy for her things that she has coming up. She's getting ready to be on BET, so that was cool.
She about to be with 50 Central, you was telling me.
Yep, 50 Central. She's on 50 Cent's new show that's going to be coming on BET. I think it starts this upcoming week. So I got to interview her about that. So that was cool. It was dope.
Is this like an annual thing?
Yep, this was the 5th one.
Did say that. So this is what, every September, middle of September, I guess.
Yep, something like that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to going back. I definitely want to go cover that again.
Are there any? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Are there any like rituals you do before an interview? Like, how do you prepare? Do you like just get down and pray?
Yeah,
Or you eat
prayer.
a banana, or what do you do?
I would definitely have to go with prayer. I I carry a journal around with me, so I keep a prayer journal. So I like to, wherever I am, like if I feel my nerves getting the jitters or something.
Call on him.
Yeah, call on the Lord, call on His name. No, but yes, I do.
No,
So I
seriously.
gotta write it down. Get it together real quick. So that's what I would say. And of course, research, research. Now, I have had incidences in the past where I had to just wing it, like, oh, I don't really know too much about this person. But, you got to do your research, because the more you go, the better the interview could go. And you're not asking the same old questions. You could kind of dig in their business a little bit. Like, oh, she know me a little bit. She pay attention. People like that.
Yeah. I dig. I just do Xanax before I'm interviewing someone. I get nervous.
Yeah,
But anyway,
he don't mean that.
Yeah.
PCP.
Start getting hyped doing
Primos.
push-ups. Doing push-ups.
I didn't know you like to get wet.
I know you like to get wet.
Oh, man.
But you also do PR.
Yes. PR is one of those things that
Can you explain what it is?
All right, so public relations, for those that don't know, public relations is the behind the scenes business umbrella go-to person that that we don't see. They're not on the forefront. They're not on the front lines. They're just that business savvy, like, trying to come up with ways to better the business, better the brand. They're like the brains behind just all the happenings of whatever that particular niche may be. We do a lot of things as far as like press releases, of course, handling the behind the scenes business aspect, for doing the social media aspect of it, doing that things. It's just really solely just the behind the scenes, like trying to pull all the strings together. Like for example, like I'll use Whammo, but like for example with Whammo and when Marlon came,
you did the PR for Whammo.
Yeah,
as people don't know. Well,
yeah.
Your people who follow you know, but the people who listen to the New Wave podcast, they don't know that.
Yeah,
Paige Mitchell up here, she does PR for Whammo.
Yeah, and they give me a run for my money, y'all. But no, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, so like situations like that is where like the PR person is called in, like, oh, how can we spend this? What can we do with this? What should we do with, breast cancer awareness month is coming with new ideas. So it's like that, I don't know, brains, like another piece of the brains behind the business aspect piece is like a simpler term to put it.
So, sorry. So what? Okay. So it's like your number one thing that you like to do to push like the brands that that you have under your belt. Like, do you just heavily use social media, or like something that
different marketing strategies
constantly do? Yeah. Like, what is it that?
The thing
and that you get the most feedback from.
Okay, so the interesting thing about the people that I do PR for, they're all different. It's like adoption and foster care. Then we got Whammo, the radio station, and then we got Savoy and food and events and the bottom floor. Like they're all different. So it's like there are specific pieces that I focus on with each one. So like with Three Rivers Adoption Council, right now specifically I'm focusing on the advertising piece. So we're getting ready to launch advertisements with Port Authority. So we're looking into getting billboards. We're going to get bus benches. We're going to get the advertisements on the buses when you see the buses going by. So I'm dealing with stuff like that right now with TRAC. And then with Whammo, right now I'm just like real into the social media page because I'm like real excited about it. So follow Whammo 100. Our biggest following is on Instagram. We just hit 15K. Hey! I was real excited about that because I put blood, sweat, and tears into that IG. Like, I'm real passionate about it because social media is huge right now. And what I want Whammo to understand is that Whammo is so much bigger than a radio station. This is a brand, and it's a brand that the whole city is familiar with. So we could really push this. Like, we could really be up there with Baller Alert in the Shade Room and stuff like that if we really, like, hone in on this. So that's my focal point right now. So just handling the emails, press releases, and the social media aspect with Whammo right now. And then with Savoy, I just got started, but we just developed a new brand, a new logo. We're starting to activate that Whammo, not Whammo, the Instagram page and the social media for that. So we're trying to increase their following, make the page more appealing, and put out that they have events each and every Monday and Friday. They have live entertainment. They have dinner features where there's half off meals, half off drinks, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So all of them are so different. Like, I know that was a lot, but yeah, they're all just doing different stuff right now. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So you do so many things for all these other platforms, helping them push themselves to the next level. How do you want to push yourself to the next level over the years? Like, where do you want to be at?
Yeah, that is a good question. Honestly, the answer is simple. Like, I'm just so blessed right now to be in a position where I'm getting paid to do stuff like this. Like, I get to basically have fun for a living. Like, I don't work hard, y'all. People be like, oh, you work hard, Paige.
Stop. Look,
I do not.
I'm going to take your microphone. You going to keep lying like that.
I be chilling. That's what I be doing. I be chilling. Like, work don't feel like work. It's fun. Like, it's fun. It's just, like, to go back to what I said about Lincoln, I learned about balance. Balance carried into my life now. So I got to know how to balance all the things that I do, and they all intertwine and they all coincide so much. But I just feel blessed to be doing what I'm doing. All I want to do is continue to.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. All I want to do is continue to increase my brand as an individual, of course. And my ultimate goal is to just like keep doing stuff like what I just did, like how I went to DC. I just want to keep covering events worldwide. Like, I don't want to be just Pittsburgh bound anymore. Like, I want to spread my wings and I want to be everywhere else. Like, I'm going to be covering the BET Awards in June.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
So that's my goal. I just want to get to that point where I want to be covering something somewhere else. Like at least once a month, I want to be in a different city covering different events. And just, because that's the way I'm going to put my brand and get more exposure is if I start, going to more places. So.
If it's not too much information to put out, like, can you say like how you got that gig to cover the BET Awards? Like, you don't got to talk about anything to mess up any relationships or anything.
Oh, no.
Like, how do you...
I'll drop jewels because I'm all about helping people. Honestly, the way I got started with connecting with other people was, of course, writing for Baller Alert was the biggest platform that I ever wrote for. So writing for them blessed me to connect with so many people. And for real, people in LA. So that's where I built a lot of my relationships. When I went to The Real, like a year and a half ago now, when I did Bloggers Day at The Real, I had the opportunity to network and connect with so many people. And it's important. Network, and keep those relationships going. Don't stop it. Don't think, I'm bothering them. I don't want to keep hitting them up. Keep hitting them up because this is one of those fields that it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you got to be plugged in. So when you meet somebody and you tell them, I'm going to hit you up, use that business card, hold on to it. That's what I do. That's what I'm all about. And I'm one of those people that I'm not scared. Like, there ain't no shame in my game. I'll DM you. I will slide right up in your DMs. I will send you an email. Hey, this is my name. This is what I do. If they get back, they get back. If they don't, they don't. Like, the worst thing they can say is no or leave me on red otherwise. And that's okay because I heard 1,000 no's, but it only take that one no, that one yes. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. So, and like even doing stories on people, like I've done feature stories on people in LA. Mm-hmm. So you keep those relationships going. And if they like the story or whatever, they'll keep in touch with you. You know what I mean? Just keep those relationships going. So shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Stacy, Ike. Those are people that I keep my relationship. Like I met up with Stacy because we both were with Baller Alert together. And I just met Kiki from Instagram, y'all. Like Instagram works.
Which Kiki?
Her name is Kiki Ayers. She is a red carpet correspondent in LA, and she also recently launched her own publicity, so she's doing real big things. So just stuff like that. Yeah.
Word.
And there's people in Lincoln, people that I went to school with is doing big things too. So shout out to Lincoln again, because I see y'all doing the thing. Yes, I do.
Can you, in terms of an exact career/job, can you give a goal, like that one vision? I mean, a lot of people get that one goal that they just think about, you know what I'm saying? What's your goal? Yeah, I just asked you this probably in a different way.
My goal for real right now is not career-wise. My goal is to be married, be in love, and have my 3 children, and just be comfortable. Like, that's why I'm going so hard now. Like, I'm going so hard now because of the future to come. Like, it's not all about me. I want my kids to be able to say, oh, my mom did that. I want my nieces, shout out to my nieces, Milan and Nyla, to be able to say, like if Paige did that, then I could do that. That's very important to me. So it's like I want to leave a legacy, and I also want to be able to create a lifestyle for myself where I could really enjoy my family, my friends, my loved ones. Like, I don't want to be one of those people that's enslaved to my job where it's like, oh, no, I can't come because I got to do this. Oh, no, I can't make it because I got to do that. So I'm going hard now so that I could chill later. So that's my goal. I want to chill. I'm going right till I die, but I want to just chill, and just build it up now. Yeah.
Can you see yourself in like the future writing a tell-all book? Dun, dun, dun.
I'm open to it. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say yes.
Nigel, you look confused.
That's what like.
They tell all.
That's what
My life is a little boring. It ain't exciting enough. I'm more on the fictional side. Like, I like making up stuff.
Ooh,
that stuff is more exciting to me. Like, Secret Shadows is it's a mystery story about this girl that got killed. Oh. So I like stuff like that. Okay. And I want to do a children's book one day. But yeah, I definitely want to do more books.
Something you can say that people don't know about you outside of this writing. You can't write every second of the day. What's something you like doing outside of writing?
Something I like doing.
Hobbies. You play tennis. You cook. You like doing hair? Long-
No. Like, none of that stuff. None of the above. Dang, what's something?
Racquetball?
I'm really into cars.
Cars.
Cars. A lot of people don't know that about me. Like, I love cars. Like, I research them. I love them. Like, I know how to change a flat tire. I'll teach you how to change your oil.
Okay.
I know stuff like that. So that's like stuff that's probably a fun fact, right? Do I look like I know how to do that stuff?
No.
Yeah, I like cars. Like, I'm real into
You like
cars.
old school cars too?
Yeah, some of them. Like, more so like the foreign side of it. Like, for prom, I really wanted an old school car, but me and my parents could not find one.
Which one did you want?
I wanted an old Benz, like a real old Benz.
Like an 80s.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Because I'm like, everybody want these new cars and limos. I want an old one.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't find one, y'all. So that's going to have to be wedding goals. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like foreign cars. Yeah.
Oh.
I like cars, period. Like, I love them.
Like old school Ferraris and Lambos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It got to be like vintage, like classic, old school looking. Like it can't be like foggy headlights because that's just, you ain't take care of that, brothers. You need to get a new car.
Yeah.
So
I got the cover of the car show, and I was in there real excited. Like, you get to get in on me.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, yeah, I like that. Yep, that's a
Word.
fun fact.
Word. We running up on time. What do you want to leave the people with, my listeners, New Wave Podcast listeners?
I want to leave y'all with how y'all can contact me, of course. So be on the lookout for your girlfriend, Paige Me. First of all, my name is Paige Mitchell, but otherwise known as Front Page Me. My website is www.frontpageme.com. That's Paige with an I. And also be on the lookout for me in the New Pittsburgh Courier. Be on the lookout. We'll be out and about this weekend at Whammo Fest.
Whammo
kicking
Fest,
it.
September
Lil Wayne
23rd.
gonna be here, feel me? He gonna be here on Saturday. Yeah, I'm just out in these streets, y'all. Most of the time when y'all see me, I'm working. And yeah, if you see me, say what's up, follow me, press that button, follow a sister, show some love, and that's it.
Taylor?
Oh, and thank y'all. Thanks, Nigel and Taylor, for having me.
Thank you for sliding.
I had fun. This is they got a real cute spot, y'all. So make sure y'all hit up Nigel, get interviewed.
What's up, brother?
We got Art Like Us in the corner getting all the footage or whatever.
Yeah, we got a real cute spot. Real cute spot.
Real cute, real cute.
Yeah.
I know you like to get wet though. I'm still into training day right now. That's gonna be my Halloween costume. Halloween's coming up. Are you doing anything for Halloween? Well, it's not coming up.
Oh, yeah, I am.
What's going on for Halloween? I'm sorry, no,
I love Whammo. My loyalty is to Whammo, but I'm going to be at the Kiss FM.
Oh!
I'm going to the Kiss FM Halloween party. Their party was so lit last year. I don't know if y'all ever seen Hocus
Yeah, I'm going
Pocus.
too.
Did you ever see Hocus Pocus? Dang, Nigel.
I did. Yeah, Hocus Pocus is a classic.
Nigel ain't never seen nothing. That party, y'all listen. That party on Hocus Pocus when they're in there dancing because, she didn't put the spell on them and they couldn't leave. That's how that Kiss FM party was last year, and it was litty. And I will be there this year. Me and my friends are being, I'm not going to drop that yet because y'all don't need to know. But, yeah, we're going to be up in that joint. Yeah, shout out to Whammo. I still love y'all, but, yeah.
So you're just going to party. You're not going to cover any stories or
I
anything.
might cover it.
It won't come out of her.
No, I might cover it.
Writing.
I might cover it.
This party is so
I
fun.
can't hold that. I can't.
What's the steal with vodka?
Yeah, I can't make that promise.
I'm not
but
drinking
yeah. And they're writing while I'm turning up on my phone. But thank y'all so much for having me. I had fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to the New Wave Podcast. Feel me? Nigel's on the up and up. Look out for him.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Taylor Babushka. Babushka.
Yeah, shout out to Taylor. She's so sweet, y'all. She's such a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a gangster though. It's like, no.